Um, Alright, welcome back to the Slender tutorial. As you'll see, Lightning needs to be rebuilt, but I'm not going to do that, because that's just going to make my computer die, so we're going to skip that. But something that you should do is we're going to want a post-process volume, and you're going to scroll down where it says infinite extent, you're going to click that, and then you're going to want a light mass importance volume, just put that over the level. This should maybe fix stuff. So in this episode, we're just gonna make the character. We have a player start somewhere, right in the middle of our level. It's all in the bottom, which we don't want to start in the bottom. So just bring them up. And the first thing we need to do is we're gonna create a new folder. We're gonna call it game mode underscore instance. We don't need to worry about the instance right now. We're gonna go to blueprint class. We're gonna make a new game mode. Game mode, not base. I'll just call it the Slender game mode. And inside this, when it loads, we're going to want to come to default pawn here, default pawn class, and we're going to want to make this third person character. Just compile, save. And then in the world settings here, we're going to want to send our game mode overdrive to be a Slender game mode. Just save. And now we're going to make the character. Now I believe if I were to play right now, just go select a viewport for testing purposes, I should be the third person guy. Which I am. We can run around the forest. So, ooh, oh wait. You already know I'm quick with it. So we're going to just set it up better. Now if we come to here, I'm gonna delete the mesh. Unless, I mean, we could keep it, I suppose. We'll keep it for now if you want to show the body, but you can delete it if you want. This is actually not what we're going to want to do. We're going to want to bring this back. We're going to want to put the follow camera to the mesh. And the socket we want on his head. We just look up head. And it's going to be, you know, all over here. We're going to want to rotate it so that the Z is actually facing the correct way because it got upside down. Oh yeah, to make this easier, we can actually come over here inside of him, and then somewhere, I'd imagine it'd be under the animation, but we can pause the animation. Yeah, it was there somewhere. I just couldn't find it. So we can pause the animation so we can move our camera in the correct position. We don't actually want his face to be shown, so we want to put it kind of far. I'm just gonna change the grid snap to be 5. And now the camera should be there. But there's still other things we need to do. Inside the camera, we need to use pawn control. And I think there's another one, but maybe not. So let's try playing this once more. Okay, there we go. So his animation's still paused, but now we knew I was missing something. Oh, here it is. I think it might just be the yaw. This one we may have to play around with, but if I remember correctly, it's just the yaw. And this is what should allow the character to, there we go. So now we have our character set up. These trees do not have collision. forgot that that happens. Well, I'm just a mess, aren't I? The point is, we do technically have a character. Now, you can, of course, get rid of the mesh. I'm just going to keep it because I like it. I'm also going to get rid of jumping, though. Because it's unneeded. So there's a few things you need to do. Where was that, by the way? Yeah, I think that was just in third-person character. Yeah, if you go to third-person character up here, you want to turn on use controller rotation yaw. So I'm going to get rid of the jumping, which the way we do that is just going to go to jump Z velocity. I'm going to turn that all the way down. And now let's just make a... Oh, yeah, that works too. Now let's just give him a way to sprint. I'm going to turn his walking speed down so now he's running. Right here, max walk speed. We're going to turn that to 300. And then what we're going to do is we're going to get keyboard shift. We want the left shift, of course. On pressed, we're going to... Actually, we need to grab this. We're going to want to say set max walk speed. So when you press it, he's going to be running, so it's going to be faster. I'm going to say like 750. And then when you let go, we're going to want to put it back to the original, which is 300. No, not 3,000. So that's the sprinting done. So if we just test this out, our character won't be able to jump, but he will be able to run. Hopefully. Alright, there we go. So we're getting our character set up. Now to figure out how to give these trees collision. I've done it many times before. Ooh. Done it many times before. It's not like inherently obvious to me. Most likely we're gonna have to go to our wherever we set that up, which is foliage, trees, tree spawner, or just the trees. Collision. No, that's okay. That's for the spawning. It's gonna be in the mesh, I'm guessing. So if we open this up, maybe Unreal will. Yeah, there we go. Simple collision. We're gonna add a simplified collision. It's gonna look big, and then we need to, just as we did with the house. Yeah, it's also set to block all. We need to find the crap, where is it gonna be? Right here. Use complex as simple. Unreal did not like that. So ordinarily, I'd imagine you do what I had showed you. You know, where you go into this, you make it simple as complex, or complex. I can't remember whichever one I just did in the video. But Unreal apparently cannot be run on my computer anymore. At least not 3D games. So I can't exactly show that off. And if it doesn't work, I'm sure there are lots of other ways that you could get it to work. But with that being said, I'm just gonna end the video here. Figure out why Unreal, excuse me, Unreal hates my computer so much. So thanks for watching, if you did. Goodbye.